This question is about binomial expansion. So first of all, we cannot use this formula because this is for pure mathematics 1 paper 1, because the n must be positive integers and we are dealing with negative or fractional n. So this is the formula we have to use for paper 3. So for this question, 2 minus x to the power of minus 2, we cannot use the formula directly because we have to use 1 plus or minus something. In this case, we have 2, so we have to factor out the 2. So just factor out the 2. Notice that if you expand, you have to get 2, and if you expand, you have to get minus x squared. So after we factorize the 2, the square brackets is important because the 2 is also to the power of minus 2. That's a common mistake if you don't use power minus 2 here. So now we can use the formula because we have 1 plus or minus something. So when we use the formula, we replace the n in the MF19 formulas here. The n, we replace it with a minus 2, and we will replace the x with minus 1/2 x squared, so the minus is included. So 2 to the power of minus 2 is 1/4, and we follow the formula 1 plus n x plus n minus 1 over 2 factorials times x squared. We stop right here because we only need to expand up to x to the 4th. We don't need to continue. And when you use a calculator, you get 1 here, and here when you use your calculator, it's gonna be like this. So remember that the minus 1/2 is squared. So from here you will get 3 over 4, and the x squared again squared becomes x to the 4th, and we multiply everything by 1/4, and we get the final answer. Next part, state the set of values of x for which the expansion is valid. So first of all, if you look at this formula, we have this restriction. The absolute value of x should be smaller than 1, but the x in this formula is not minus x squared because we didn't use the formula here. We used the formula here. So the x is the minus 1/2 x squared. The absolute value of minus 1/2 x squared is less than 1. So that's what we use for the second part here. So just split the minus 1/2 and the x squared. The absolute value of minus 1/2 is just 1/2 without the absolute value, and we can move this power out of the absolute value. So we multiply both sides by 2, we take the square root of both sides, and we get the final answer. Alright, that's it. I'll see you again next time.